No real surprise there too when you want to try and protect your Tinker. Because Cuckoo will be running that mid, leaving Terrorblade for Raven on the bottom lane. And then Nyx Assassin. No Stout Shield, no PMS to start with. He actually just went for the boots on the Nyx Assassin for the offlane.
Boots first. I expected.
Is
my...
Is it a little bit more expected though when you're going up against so much melee? Or is it just because like if you did have the PMS, solo would do nothing to you?
Hold on, I can't control my own camera.
You have to restart your game.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were watching Dota TV stuff before. That's the reason why I actually restarted my game too. Yep.
Go on, Toby.
Fun times.
That's a slight issue for me.
I was finishing my point. I just know about bugs in there.
Oh yeah, the boost versus PMS?
Yeah.
He's versus, what, CM plus spec?
But Solo's actually, looks like he's not even preparing for the lane. With the double clarities he's got inside the jungle, he can just stack and flash farm in there for a short period of time and let Lil gain a lot of experience just from pulling.
Yeah,
but Lil also went for boots first.
I would have thought that versus a double melee lane you would do it. You would get a PMS instead. But there is a lot of slow in the lane, potential from a Uv, the Crystal Nova, and then even the Slytherin Crush slow and the Spectral Dagger. There's a lot of slow, but maybe even a TP scroll. He does have a TP scroll, so as long as he has a TP scroll, he should be fine.
Alright, so how's no one meant to run this mid lane? He's up against a Tinker, he's going to get lasered all the time, so Shockwave's kind of like the only way he can farm, but it's not like a DK with Breathe Fire, where once he gets bottled, he can just keep farming with that.
Yeah, it's slightly more mana intensive, but it is kind of what you have to do in the lane. No, there's not too many other options for him. He can just, I don't think he can get a kill, but he also, like, he doesn't have a good way to pull the creeps except by like melee aggroing the creeps, but he's not really that scared at all. Like, even with an instant Earth Spirit silence, it's gonna be a very difficult kill. So yeah, he's fairly resilient, I suppose, but just no good way to kill the creeps.
VP's gonna smoke up. Solo and Lil together in the mid lane, trying to wrap around. They'll have to go all the way around the Tinker if they want him, unless Cuckoo stands his ground like he just did. The Nova will slip down. Lil's able to get the crush, has to get outside them.
Yeah, I think generally as a Spectre team, you're not that worried about your
bottom lane. Spec gonna haunt him. They're looking for the kill. Raven's the primary target. Shallow Grave will make this difficult. He doesn't actually have a TP scroll, but that's what they bring in support. Nyx Assassin able to get the sound on the Spectre, but Solo already gets the kill onto Raven. Can Ramsey get himself out? This one, 3-1 charges.
Also crazy. He blinks in the middle of heroes all the time, which is a little bit absurd. It's less absurd when you have a Dazzle on your team, but it's still quite cool how he plays it. Like, that's generally not how you play this. Like, oh, you hide in the trees, you like spam with Ags and Aether Lens from as far range as possible. But that is not Cuckoo's playstyle.
Do you really want to see him do that in this game, however? It seems like jumping into this VP lineup with I'm your motivational person at a gym.
Dude, those people are great. The ones that you go to like, do it, one more, come on, you can do it, man.
One more lift.
Those are great. Motivation's tough to come by. It's hard enough just to get yourself to go.
On bottom lane, Raven, open wound, Solo's coming in close. VP been waiting for this, the Frostbite's available, and Terrorblade doesn't have Sunder because Pasha attacked before. Raven can't just Sunder himself out this one. The Shallow Grave will keep him alive. Is there another heal? Not in time, so Nyx Assassin has to do the work. Spy Carapace something on Solo, allowing the double kick from Tims, combining up with the silence, the crush. Lil's still looking for the good timing, he's got it. Nyx Assassin plus Tims, getting caught out from that one. Nyx wants to attack from the rear, now he finally will. Hits into Pasha. Follow up, a secondary stun, connecting on Solo in the tree line, and with the help from Cuckoo, they will have, or should have enough damage if they can just get vision on Solo again. The stun's off cooldown in 2 seconds time for that impale of Sam, and this should be the icing on the cake. He'll try and do it. No.
But I don't know if they have enough 4-man threat to be able to force towers without the Spectre actually there.
But didn't you say, like, it's meant to be about farm, so it's more holding on to your own tier 1 tower so you can control your farm areas.
But they cannot hold on to the tier 1s.
Not against this. There's too much damage to walk into the Martial Machines, and Terrorblade's push power, where Metamorphosis is off cooldown, is just so high.
A ton of agility, and you can actually cleave people a lot, but you don't really need to cleave that much here. He's not against heroes that you need. It's not like he's versus PL. He's not like he's up against that many melee cores. Nyx is kind of melee, but he's generally not in there getting cleaved with everyone else.
Nice little bit of a scout out. Oh, okay, Ramsey's going to come in this with Pasha here. They have enough damage to potentially kill the Nyx Assassin, but again...
Jump on any target that they want. But at the same time, Radiance could be a double-edged sword. Double-edged sword in the sense that because he is versus Nyx Assassin, he is very likely to get chain stunned in the fights with the Radiance on the carapace.
The smoke's going to break. If Solo's actually able to reveal this, in fact, yep, there goes the smoke break over on the Terrorblade, rolling bolt of forward, no one. He blinks away to safety. Solo not connected on by the sun, so now they jump in. The RP connects on two with the pop out after Spectral Horn. TNC, they've been covered from all angles by Virtus Pro. Solo's the only one to go down for them. Spy Carapace creates a little bit of space, but with Cuckoo dead and Lil with the stick charges, he gets outside the mark.
This is a really tough juncture for the Tinker though, as to what 2,000 gold or 4,000 gold item to get. Right now, I've seen him rush Shivas before a lot, but I don't really think you want to be blinking in the middle of the entire team, as you mentioned, and he'd probably still die with the Shivas, and he already has a weave for armor, so yeah, Glimmer Cape perhaps, so he can just escape after. They don't actually have any good damage over time to kill someone through like a grave.
It's fight time for VP. Lil's going to come onto the top lane, loses 1/3 of his life with the Rockets, make it 3/4. And he's going to go back into the march of the machines. The Spectral Horn is out, looking for his primary target. The kick actually connects onto Solo. Tims hits the mark, and that means the follow-up stun onto Ramses will bring him down. Raven will pick up the double kill. Not even...
I think they're going to be really hard-pressed to win this fight.
Oh, Ramses, nice. He found Cuckoo with the help of Lil.
Yep, that Tinker Ward paying off.
Yep, and they needed that. They needed the space. They needed the kill onto Ramses, so Ramses can get the 415 gold and work towards having that Manta style done.
Is that worth it though? They had to expend Haunt for that. So now,
but if it's possible, if he does do it, it'll be a glorious play. For now, Raven triggers Metamorphosis, and TNC, they start their pressure. Tinker will arrive, they need some vision up high ground. Pasha actually going in with Lil as the blink crush. Nyx Assassin, he's the one that has to spike happens in the RP! There it is! 4 heroes caught with the cleave damage! TNC! They'll lose practically everything. The Aegis Immortal will trigger, so Terrorblade comes back to World of the Living, caught around by 3 heroes. Raven tries to fight, Sunder is available, so he'll steal the life.
Arches and Terrorblade with his like 5 illusions spread out, and Tim's there, perhaps with a good silence, but none of that was possible. They just did not have enough time. VP, one of the swiftest teams here.
And they're looking to fight again already. They smoke up, even before the Basher is able to be delivered. It's currently sitting at the tier 3 tower in the mid lane. But Virtus Pro are hoping for some level of engagement. They put the Observe Ward up next to the Ancients. They'll only see a Terrorblade illusion farming there. But TNC looks like they're ready to fight for the blink. Crush forward, Spectral Haunt, Raven. They force off him deeper into it, but he sunders over on Lil, taking away that life with a Nyx stun. Lil will end up falling. And the RP, it'll connect on 2. No Shallow Grave available, so skewer them back into the freezing field. Spirit and Terrorblade pushing up the Daisy Sam. Try to get him. Now he has to back up. A Cuckoo from the tree line with the Master Machines down and the continuous spam. He doesn't have enough damage to kill off no one, as no one is able to jump in. But Pasha under the tower, he can toggle through that damage.
The thing that could have been better for Solo is if he had a minus respawn time talent.
Well, he's not playing a Lion in this game.
Yeah, he should be up close to the tail end of this push, and Raven wastes no time trying to make this a strict 4-on-5, and they just have to be careful not to be baited in by a big RP.
Well, they're using Raven as the bait. There's your blink crush. It's over on the Tinker, and they have to keep pushing Cuckoo away. He had to take the Shallow Grave, which allows the Dazzler to fall. A good double stun from Sam creates more space. Raven wants to fight, but in they come. The kick was perfect! Perfect from Tims, cancelling off the RP and killing off the Magnus. Mag will now buy back. Pasha standing his ground, gets the bash on the Raven. It may just be enough with a follow-up crush from Lil. They'll do the work, but Tims is there once again, working with Sam H to ensure some level of rebuttal. And now Lil, the silence again, and Cuckoo arrives, the laser, the rockets, here goes your RP from no one. Solo, what have you got left? So they have the extra damage, but TNC, they are so close. The weave connects on the three heroes. They know what's going on. The three-man stun, maybe with the RP on the back lines. No one to recover. The BKB will do the work. Roshan, Aegis Immortal does go the way of Randy's. No one, actually Raven, able to sunder him, but still not enough to stay alive. Randy's has himself a double kill, looking for more. 3 heroes down for TNC, and it's Sam H, Spy Carapace, follow-up stuns. He can't even trigger the Aegis from Spec. They just have to run themselves away. Virtus Pro get the perfect fight.
Wow, the way they moved at HP seems pretty good.
Sam gets the stun. No follow-up, it's just E-play pop. Just harassment on the mid lane more than anything else, and Roshan is up, and VP no. They have to commit quickly to this. RP is up in 7 seconds time spec. Horns is up in 1 second.
One of these games, the thing about TNC is they're incredibly good about their target selection too. They know the exact right hero to kill. Normally Lifesteal's like, do we really want to go that? But in this case, he didn't have the cheese. He wasn't able to. He doesn't have any way to get out of a silence too. To rage, no AC, no Lotus Orb. I don't think any on his team actually. And they do have that high ground. TNC just extremely good about connecting.
Well, Spec has to haunt in on this. It's going to be very much telegraphed to TNC. So they can just retreat out. So you can't even set up the Infest comp with Pasha.
And Aegis is down. Ramsey's life is at risk.
There you go for tier 3. Bit by bit, TNC are claiming the buildings inside VP's base. The Hex is there, the RP will kick for the kick from Tin! Perfect, the bomb times, BKB from no one. It may be enough, the Cleave is still doing his work, the Shallow Grave is out. It's actually protecting the Terrorblade, who was able to sunder himself back up, but Ramsey, he needs to die, and Raven's able to oblige. Not to mention Tim, another 3-man stun. This guy is a god, the buyback will come in from the Spec, allowing him now to horn forward. Raven will fall, and this will be a costly defense, but a defense nonetheless from Virtus.
Not sure what his play is here.
Oh, they're going into the tier 4 tower. That Dazzle just gets destroyed. So Virtus Pro, how far do you want to go with this one? There's no Tink, there's no Dazzle. Do you feel you got enough for a GG push? Or do you try and counter the racks? They're going to go for the racks instead, but the tier 2 towers are up, so they can't. For Roshan, VP smoke timing is going to get them at Roshan at almost the exact moment, but you look at TNC, they're also coming in. The smoke's gonna break, no one. This time, the BKB plus the ulti. Remember, he's gonna have the secondary one thanks to Refresher Ops to skewer forward. Secondary RP, you also have to buy space for Nick's Assassin, but Sam, the Shallow Grave is keeping him alive, but it won't be the same for the Terrorblade. He will fall. Then Ramsey's looking for the haunt, he wants a secondary time. It pushes the lane, Lil ready to come in, looking for the fight, and a quick reflect. They want to go for more with a follow-up stun. Now Spectre gonna haunt in, no one looks for the RP, but where is it? Now it'll go down, catching up the Terrorblade, the skewer forward. He's only found one, that's a big one. Cuckoo will fall. We'll have the buyback from Cuckoo. He needs to get back into this one. The Shallow Grave Terrorblade, Sunder, he lets it go and get pushed up on top of the hill. Now it's King of the Castle play. Terrorblade will survive. His mana doesn't even get him down from there. Someone's gonna force up, that'll get him down. No slaughter for 100 seconds over on Raven. That melee rack just dropped down low, but not low enough.
Tim's Earth Spirit.
Tried out. They still don't have the double RP. No one's waiting for the... The Nick and Sunder over on Harsha. He dodges the Lotus Orb target for Raven. Drop down low. They'll need the Shallow Grave. Raven, there it is. He'll keep himself alive. RP is out. It's the control there long enough. They force off him down. There's the Sunder. Another force off. Raven will fall down solo. Value Nova finds the kill. Tim puts the rolling ball around. He'll actually roll right into the middle of Pasha. Terrorblade will buy back.
Wow, he wasn't actually able to enchant Remnant on him too. Tim's died without using his ultimate, and they were like all in on saving the Terrorblade right there. And of all things to die to, 67 Crystal Nova. Oh my god. Oh man. I thought he might have the level 25 talent. No, it's just a untalented Crystal Nova.
And the freaking live stealer, Pasha just been holding hands this entire time. And he walks straight into them. The Hex will be there. This will be a big opening if they can actually get both of the kills. Slaughter's down for 2 minutes with a follow-up stun. The window has been left open from Virtus Pro. Life Stealer will have a buyback, but I'm fairly certain this game is going to be ended on an RP.
I'd be more surprised if RP wasn't cast.
Yeah, on a failed RP.
Okay.
That's more of a negative way of looking at the fight before it happens.
Technically, it would still end an RP.
There's your jump forward. Ramses already copying a fair chunk of damage from Raven. They protect them both with Lotus Orbs. So Ramses, not too healthy, has the Aegis. It looks like it's about to trigger. He's so low, 100. He went down to 20 HP, still surviving. So there goes the Aegis Immortal to the skewer. They can hold him there, but no one actually gets sundered. Raven, the RP has to come out from nowhere. It's gone. It's gone.
They're like, what? They don't have Pyvex? Oh god, let's just end right here.
Tim's is trying, but no one blinked in front of him, canceling the rolling boulder out. And Tim's is doing everything he possibly can. Another crush, but Pasha will come in. That's the game. That's VP taking game one. It's 74 minutes and 20 seconds against TNC. Hard fought game one.
That was really, really tough. Whew. That was... they had to pull out everything. I can't believe it lasted that long.
It just kept going. The VP, they held true. They held